In this video, we'll walk through how to use the add-on called Gradient. This add-on allows you to add a beautiful gradient to your ClickFunnels web page. The reason we made this add-on is that ClickFunnels provides a way to add solid colors to your backgrounds, but no gradients. As you can see, here are ClickFunnels solid color options. With Funnelicious funnel hacks, you can add a gradient to any ClickFunnels page or section with no limits. Let's start by opening a ClickFunnels page and selecting a section you want to add a gradient to. Let's add it to this middle section, and let's change the solid blue to a more peach-colored gradient. The first thing you need is the CSS ID selector. You can get the CSS ID selector by opening the right Properties panel. Click on the Get CSS Info panel button at the bottom. On this dialog, you will need to copy the text that is in the second text box, labeled CSS ID Selector. Let's copy that now. Close this dialog, as we won't be needing it anymore. Now, click on the Funnelicious web extension on the toolbar and open the gradient item. You can see a preview of what this add-on would look like on the screenshot page. One important thing to note here is the How to Use tab. This gives you step-by-step instructions on how to use the add-on, including the exact text you need to copy from the CSS panel. Go ahead and click on the Scripts tab. This add-on has very few configuration options. Go ahead and paste the CSS ID that we copied earlier into the first text box. Next, choose the direction of the gradient, and since the one we're using is horizontal, you can select that from the drop-down. Now we're ready to create a gradient. The color bar you see is a live visual representation of the gradient. You will see two small nodes at the bottom of the gradient panel. These small squares indicate the current color and location on the gradient. You can move these around and adjust the length of the color. Let's click on the small square to move it around and adjust the position. When you click on the color node, it shows you the color and the position it's sitting at. Let's go ahead and click on the color box. Now you can see many color options, including a color box where you can set the intensity of the color here. The base color is chosen by this color slider here. Choosing a base color will let you adjust the intensity of that color. On the right side, you can also enter custom numbers if you know them. Let's go grab a nice gradient from the web. To find pre-designed gradients, just search the web and you should get a list of sites where you can get professionally designed gradients. Let's find a nice gradient on this site. This gradient, called a lost memory, looks good. Let's use this one. As you can see, the hex values are given below. Let's just copy those over to our funnel hack. We don't need the hash sign, so don't copy it. If you accidentally copy the hash sign, you need to recopy only the alphanumeric values of the hex. As you can see, our first color is in place. Let's finish it with our last color. Great. Now, click on the Copy button to copy the CSS code. Pay close attention to each funnel hack, since some of them require code pasting into CSS panel, and some require pasting code into the footer code. If in doubt, the header will tell you where you need to paste the code. In this case, you can tell it's CSS code. Head over to Settings menu and select Custom CSS menu item. Paste the script you copied into the box and then click the close icon. As you can see, the changes are instant even during the design time of your ClickFunnels page. If you like this gradient, save the changes by clicking on the Save button. Remember, gradients are not limited to only 2 colors. You can also add an unlimited number of colors by simply clicking on the gradient bar itself to add additional color nodes. You can delete individual nodes by clicking on them, and then tapping the red X. That's it. Let us know if you have any suggestions or enhancements you'd like us to make. Thanks.